What are you doing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Good.
I'm the only one not very good.
What?
I had to drive practically to the rim of Lithuania for a whole week, do some installation work, and so this is the second. I'm still sleepy.
Oh no.
Be
Okay.
aware of that.
That
Hopefully
I
you
can
get some rest
understand.
soon.
What's your opinion? What's your clue?
You've gone very quiet all of a sudden, Guntis. Maybe he's fallen asleep already.
Still quiet?
No, you're good.
I
You're
hear
good
you.
now.
Yeah.
So is everybody ready? Because it sounds like we are.
Just one question here. Last session I burned one of my tags, and I didn't know how to get that back.
So what you would do, it would be the at the wrap up, basically express how your downtime is going to be used to fix that tag.
Okay. No, I don't think I did that, so looks like I'm starting one tag down.
Dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
I think
No worries.
I'm a tag down as well. So
It looks like something interesting happening.
So of course, last time we left off, you guys were looking for the head man at the carnival place, and you realized it was super creepy at the carnival.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just reading my notes. I think the last thing I've written in my notes, it is creepy as fuck.
Okay. Pretty straight and to the point. All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
As you managed to piss off some of the old carnies at the abandoned carnival here who shot at you guys, but thankfully didn't do
That's
much. And you managed to sweet talk scientist to scientist to get the gate open.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
As the carnival folks are basically stalking off into the carnival area, but they're every now and then you're seeing like a passing pair of eyes watching you, and the ominous security system. As
Yes.
you guys are walking around and parts of the carnival are turning on around you, because obviously you can tell someone is at the control panel, totally trying to creep you out by turning on things as you get near them.
Okay. Well, I think we need to find the dude at the centre of this, don't we? So, I don't know where's he likely to be.
Well, last I remember, we had followed the tracks for the shipping containers to the, what was it, the top left hand corner.
Over towards what's
The
called
haunted-
the Haunted Mansion, according to the
Oh, okay,
super
yeah.
creepy
Yeah.
carny signs. You're
So we do
following
have
the
some sort of track.
So
Okay, well-
as you guys start going, you start hearing the loudspeaker carnival songs coming over, which is super creepy because someone jacked up the track. So instead of the usual creepy carnival sounds, it's kind of morphed and echoey, and one microphone will pick up the sound and then stop, and then another one further along will pick up the sound. Someone's definitely fucking with you. And then all of a sudden, like 20 feet away.
Okay.
And of course, now that the sun is setting, the lights are getting even brighter here because they haven't been turned on in a while. But all of a sudden, lights just like start popping on. Someone's definitely trying to make some creepy ambiance for you. And they're doing a really good job.
Okay. Should we try and explore the haunted mansion? Is that a good option? Do you think, Rico? Or
Well, based upon the tracks, any supply drop-offs have been brought to this building.
okay, good logic. Yep.
So I'm hoping that we'll find him here. If not, I'm hoping that uh,
Rupert.
Rupert's expertise in science would help define where things should be placed in a laboratory.
Yeah, and failing
That's
that, we
smart.
could always, just split up and go and explore, separately. Because
Oh, yeah.
Yes, as
That's always good.
the safest option.
Those
Yeah.
are the
Yeah.
words I've waited.
cover more ground that way. Yeah.
Okay, if we split up, I'm gonna start searching back at King's Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. For my
Yeah, that's always works well, especially at a haunted house and a
Yeah.
creepy carnival. Yeah.
As just as you
Yeah.
say that, an old dirty crate pops open and Jack in the Box jumps up and you just hear the.
Punch
come on,
him.
let's get this over with. I don't like it. Yeah. Okay. Does it look like there's a way into the haunted mansion?
So as you're going around the carousel, you guys are coming around
Right.
this
You
way,
don't quite make it that
and you're
far. Yep.
seeing the creepy boat ride, which is like part Tunnel of Love, part old boat ride that's got like a dead duck floating in the water next to the boats.
Yeah.
The boats are all in
Hey James,
horrible. Yeah.
would it be possible to put like a party icon on the map so we know where we as a group are? Man, not me.
You're the party icon. I mean, if there's anybody who's the poster boy for this party, it's you.
Right? Yeah, I think somebody should do the House of Mirrors by themselves while we go to the Haunted Mansion. How's that?
Oh.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
so far I've been the Daphne of the group. I don't want to be the Daphne of the group.
nobody wants to be the Daphne of the group.
Why can't I be like Rupert and be the Velma of the group?
Really? I always assumed he was the Scooby, but yeah, fine.
Definitely, Scooby.
There you go. We got some general icons on the map so you can split.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys, get around here, the carousel starts moving around, and it's super jinkiness. It's got, it totally looks like an OSHA complaint waiting to happen. As the chain starts squeaking, and who's in the lead, by the way?
Well, who determined that the tracks went over this direction?
Damn it.
Oh, you have a new name, Mr. Dammit?
Jack,
No, I was the
damn
one
it.
that.
Lead
So,
the
yes.
way.
I will lead the way. But
This is the
Rupert,
way.
looking
I got your
around,
back.
can you figure out how this place is being powered? Where the control room would be?
Oh, I am a chemist, not a power engineer.
Good answer, man.
Unfortunately.
Mm.
Look who found some
Hey.
jokes for you, buddy.
Anybody else?
I will take a pause and I will concentrate
Ooh.
Concentration. I like this.
and see. And I will use my power flows through me to on my gadget for every solution
Ooh, sounds
adaptation.
like you're going to be giving me an investigation roll.
Yeah.
Do it, man.
And the Ferris wheel slowly starts cranking up and makes this god awful metal screeching sound because it hasn't moved in a while.
Hmm.
And you realize the Ferris wheel has the ability to do LED lights, even though it's in the 80s. And it makes a happy face, sad face, happy face, sad face.
Hmm.
So I will tag, like I said, using my power to the power flows through me. So I'm reaching out and feeling the power waves and trying to see if I can channel back, and I will do it in my own type of eccentric way.
Go for it.
All right, investigate. All right.
Investigate. Come on, big
Yep. As you're like, the power flows through me.
Oh man.
As you're just like overwhelmed with all these mechanical contraptions going off because someone's obviously sitting somewhere pushing buttons to fuck with you. As you know, you're sensing that there's a short in the water here, so you know that this water is mildly electrified. So you may want to tell your friends not to go into the
Right.
knee-high water in there because it's electrified. All of a
But-
sudden, I'm gonna give you a status 1 of overwhelmed. Because as you're reaching out for the power,
coming.
one of these little Ferris wheel carts that you would normally sit in that go up and down, comes crashing on the ground like feet away from you. Conspicuous timing.
Uh,
The carousel
What?
number 2 is a death trap.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh man, kind of shake myself off a little bit, and it's like,
And as you were looking around, you clearly know, because you can sense this power, that every camera in this place is focused on you guys. That's probably the overwhelmingness that got you.
Okay.
yeah, so I'll be like, hey, I don't know, man. There's just so much energy around this place. Holy shit! It's like, but stay away from the water over there because there's something wrong there. It might not survive getting in the water.
okay.
It's electrified.
Yeah. Let's just get you away from this big spinny thing.
Agree.
Actually,
You're all right, man. God, you look a bit dazed.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll be fine. Well, holy cow!
actually, King,
Yeah.
this place is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
You
It's like
wouldn't happen to have any buddies here that might be able to give us a hand.
ooh, that is a very good question.
Do you
Or a
have a
tentacle.
guardian angel that can save us?
Well, or I'm sure that there are plenty of people who have died horribly as a result of these health and safety breaches. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm gonna try and summon some ghosts to see
Wow.
if they can help us.
Ooh.
Great.
I will play my trumpet to summon lost souls.
Ooh, so I see that as a change of the game.
Is that change the game? No problem. Okay, let's see. What do I tag the little thing on the right, don't I? What else have we got?
And I will tag can attract unwanted attention.
Onto detention. Yeah, that seems very. Yep. Okay, let's do it.
And don't forget to click one of your attentions since I tagged one of your weaknesses.
Oh, okay. What was that? Ah, that one. So
That's on the last trumpet.
yeah, trumpet.
It's
Yeah,
great that you got attention for can attract unwanted attention.
Even better. Blah blah blah. There we go. That looks good enough, I think. So this is what? Sorry, change the game.
Change the game. Yep.
Come on. Come on. Oh, an 8.
Ooh.
What does
So
that
you whip out the horn and you sing some soft horn music.
do? Mm-hmm.
So you do get it is a success. I mean, it's not like amazing, but it's success.
Yeah.
And as you get a +1 power tier for, what would you like to use that for? Story tag?
I think
Reduce
what
the
I would
status
love.
of the creepiness?
No, I think I don't know what counts as a story tag. I think our plan or my intention was to summon somebody who could help us. So I
Mhm.
don't know whether we could have a supernatural guide as a story
as
tag.
as immediately you finish your horn music and all of a sudden a small specter from you see that there's one of those little carousel carts that just fell down. There's one that's
Mm-hmm.
been crashed over here not too far from you a long time ago. It's all rusty and impacted into the dirt, and all of a sudden at the base of it you see this wispy spirit cloud start. And then all of a sudden, out of where the smashed cart is buried in the ground upside down, steps
Uh-huh.
out a little girl ghost, chewing on
Oh,
some cotton candy, holding a little stuffed animal. And she comes and she just giggles at something that you can't quite see. And then she just looks at you and kind of shyly waves hi and just giggles and eats some of her cotton candy.
okay.
As you can
Can
only wonder if her bones are still underneath that cart.
oh right, man.
I just kind
Okay.
of
I,
shudder, like, this is always so creepy when he does
yeah.
this shit.
I don't know whether the rest of the guys can see this person.
I will say they can vaguely see the spirits. Not she's not
Okay.
as solid to them as she is to you,
Yeah.
but they can
Right.
vaguely see her.
So
Um.
kind of something semi-transparent.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely you see like a very faded ghostly outline. You can't quite hear her, whereas King can, but you see that his horn stuff did something. As the whole group is totally looking at you, waiting for you to do something.
Even if we couldn't see it, I'm sure we would feel some weird shit when you do that crap.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I think so. Um. Hey, honey, can you show us to the man that runs this place? We
And
can
she
follow you.
kind of giggles, and then she starts running this direction
Okay. I
across the
will.
little bridge.
Okay.
And you guys hear the very creepy hee 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 hee.
Okay. I'm
Rupert,
gonna.
Rupert inspects the bridge if it's safe to cross.
Very sensible.
Uh, you think it's probably suspects? Are you going to
I
check
kick,
it out first, or are you going to bravely try to cross it?
I kick it with my foot as a
Okay.
part of inspection.
So as you kick it, as soon as you give it a good kick, and you're just like, this is kind of suspect, and you kick it, like half the planks immediately like fall into the water down below, leaving just like a little chasm of steel arms that cross the bridge. That you can clearly see there is a dropping mechanism that is meant to like drop someone into the water. Someone has
Oh.
mechanically rigged this to be a booby trap. Not that it needed to be rigged because it's jinky as hell.
Uh.
Jinky!
Good catch.
Okay. I'll kind of look at Rupert. It's like, how are we going to get across without falling in the water?
Um,
As you guys see a boat cross and you're terrified of knee deep water. But you were warned. You were warned.
So we go this way and then up this way.
Are each of
or
those
And the
Are
little
each of
ghost
Actually-
girl is right here going, hee 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 hee.
Actually, can I try to tag Frosty Reception to freeze the ice? Or make it solid enough so we could water walk?
Yeah, you could totally use your power to freeze the water and just step over the little rail and walk across.
Yep. Okay. And then let's see here.
It wasn't the kind of getting wet thing that worried me. It was getting electrocuted thing.
Yeah, but if we can't can't
No, it's a great
fall
idea.
into the water, then we
That's
should
great.
not get electrocuted.
Okay, give me a change the
Um,
game. You need just one success as you're gonna freeze the water.
Yeah, I'd like to also tag hardworking man.
Oh, okay, because you're
Since
coming
this
up with
is
a
a
hard-working solution. I like it.
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I think those are the only two that I can do. And this is a change the game rule, right?
Yep.
James?
Yep.
We're just pulling out all the guns.
This is a change the game, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
I may have been saying yep just when you said it. And immediately you start to like kind of like, what does it look like when you do your frostiness? You just like wave your hands above, the water.
It just it has that rapid crystallization look as it freezes up.
Okay, and just as it's starting to freeze up, you see that little heating elements in the water light up and start melting it back. And over the megaphone, you hear someone screech, "Keep your hands and feet in the right at all time!" And literally out of nowhere at the little kiosk, all of a sudden pops out one of the carnies that is going, "Keep your hands and feet in the right at all times, or you might lose them." Creepy as fuck.
You're not wrong.
Rupert probably doesn't understand what was going on. He asks Rico, what were you doing right now?
Well, I was trying to freeze the water so we could just walk across, but there seems to be some sort of electronics in the water to keep the water from freezing.
Oh, maybe we should should have tried to do it together. Can we make another try?
And this creepy carny that popped out of
Because-
the kiosk, lifted the wood lid to the kiosk and is giving you crap, scaring you. Says, "Step on in the water. The water's fine." And you're seeing this like total missing teeth, meth face, on the carny. You're just like, ew.
Yeah. What do you propose?
Oh,
I'd have to use my
I can change the properties of matter. What happened? You tried to freeze the water. It doesn't
Yeah,
look like.
It looks like there are heating elements in the water to keep it from freezing.
Rupert touches his glasses. Looks more careful. Oh. So, do you have power to do it once more? I will do my own thing to keep these heaters not working, and he concentrates and starts mumbling something under his nose.
So James, how does a teamwork action work here?
So basically, Rupert can go ahead and try it. And if you're going to help, you can give him a +1.
Okay, well, I think that we're proposing two actions here. Rupert would try to control the heating element itself while I attempt to freeze the water.
Okay, so which one of you would like to try the role? Who's basically
I
taking the
think that
spotlight?
I think that Rupert should start first because
Yeah, looks like.
You
controlling the
already know
heating
I don't.
element will determine if my attempt will work or not.
Okay, so go ahead and
I guess
checking
the
out your
tag.
weaknesses here, and you're pretty much fitting the bill for none of them because you're at the right threat level of panic.
Fear from failures. Oh yes. And it distracts from my knowledge of material sciences.
You're like
Uh,
material science. We're gonna make shit happen.
and feeding of stress and knowledge to manipulate matter, right?
Yep.
So it 3 minus 1 is plus 2.
Okay, so you obviously do, and what does it
Oh,
look
that's
like
good,
when you're
man.
doing your thing? Because he pointed out to you the little heating elements you see. It's like little fish tank heaters that have been rigged up by some mad scientist in there.
I stretch out my hands and start kind of shaking a little bit, and kind of mimicking what Rupert has seen in movies about Harry Potter or something like that. So he believes it should be done like that.
as
So
as
and
as you're doing that, and all of a sudden you see the heating coils kind of like glow real quick, and then they just melt into a solid state of not grounded heating coil doing its job.
some bubbles surface from those burned heating coils,
You get
probably.
that glass kind of cracks and bubbles come out of the little heating coils. As the little carny watching you guys, oh look, someone thinks they're a Jedi.
Oh, and I guess Rico is +1. I didn't add to my roll.
Oh, well, we're gonna let Rico do his role then, so that's not a
Okay,
problem.
okay. Let's
Yep.
keep doing that.
Okay, so
I'm
now,
using this. I'm going to use the same 2 tags.
okay, and you get a +1 from your buddy.
+1. Okay, and change the game again.
Yep, and the carny's just like, listen to the rules. If you break the rules, we can do what we want to.
Okay.
And you totally wave your hand again, and this time as like a little love boat goes by with a skeleton in it that you hope is a fake skeleton. You really hope it's a fake skeleton. And the ice just starts to crystallize from one side to the other, making a beautiful little, appears to be safe bridge between your side and that side, where the little girl ghost is going, hee 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 hee. That man is silly. Somehow the
Yeah.
ghost has just made it slightly more creepy.
um,
And as
I'm
soon
going
as
to
you
tap.
do that, by the way, this carousel
Mhm.
turns on now.
Right.
Okay.
Of course it does.
So yeah, I'm
So
going to tap on the bridge
Okay.
that I've just created to see how solid it is.
You give it a good test step, and it feels very solid.
Okay, and I walk across.
Okay, so you give everybody the sign of, come on, guys, let's follow the ghost girl. And
Yep.
as you walk by, and you totally see that there's wires to the bridge here that go to a wall and disappear. Yes, it
Mhm.
was totally booby trapped. Someone was
Mm.
going to get wet. And as
and
Yeah.
soon
and
as
And then electrocuted.
yeah, the bridge itself might be electrocuting.
and as soon as you guys start to cross the, I'm assuming everyone's going across the ice
Yeah.
bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The little ghost
One at a
girl
time.
goes hee 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 and walks this way, skipping a very very fun happy skip.
Okay. I will make sure everybody's across and then follow her.
Mhm.
Come on, this way, everyone. In my best
Okay.
Willow style.
And as soon as you do, you notice on the carousel, just as you know, everyone's crossed the bridge. There's a guy on the carousel here riding it, and he looks at you guys and literally gives you guys the two fingers to his eyes and then points at you guys, just silently as the carousel spins him around and out of sight. He's got a weird helmet on. You're not quite sure what the helmet's about, but there's some kind of like metal round helmet on his top of his head,
Okay.
and
Weird.
he kind of sticks one foot out of the little bench seat on the carousel, and you see he's got some weird contraption on his shoes.
Right.
Looks like something
Nothing
out of the
wrong
old
with that.
Rocket Man cartoons.
Okay.
And
Totally normal.
little girl goes,
I'll
and she
follow her.
runs this way.
Okay.
And immediately some of these games start turning on. You've got the little clown squirt bottle game where you squirt to blow up the balloon, and all of a sudden the squirt gun starts spraying in different directions. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the water coming out of them. And clearly out of this little tent, somebody's in there, and you see them just open the tent. So about head height for you guys, you see a clown face with his hands opening up the tent flap, but keeping it closed. And then about waist high, you see a second clown face open the curtain. Super
Okay.
creepy.
It really is. I can't imagine they get much custom.
Well, seeing as the sign says it's been condemned for over 2 years, yeah, probably not. Some villain needs to come pick up some henchmen here. And the little ghost girl basically walks down the little steps here to this little building that says "Danger, stay out, management only,
Okay.
do not trespass." And you see these signs are like boarded over the double doors that are there. And she walks right through the wall and vanishes. And you just hear the ghostly tee hee hee as she basically is
Wait.
leading you on a good and proper chase. And this
Okay.
door, when you look at this door, it's one of those solid steel industrial style doors, and it's
Mhm.
got like 4 different locks going down it. Obviously, someone doesn't want this door being opened.
Obviously.
And I'm
Is
assuming
there?
everyone is there, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I hope so. I certainly have followed her.
Yeah.
Is there a camera that looks over the door?
There is definitely a pair of cameras that have been slowly moving because it's the old '80s style cameras following your motions.
I'll kind of look up at the one of them and wave, and then grab Rupert and say, "Show him that formula you made earlier."
As the camera just says, "Don't go near that room. That room is not for guests at the park. Maybe you should go to the House of Mirrors, or maybe ride the Ferris wheel." And pretty much as he says that, conveniently timed one of the seats from the Ferris wheel go crashing down and making this horrible crash, crash, crash sound.
We've come to see the mechanist. I'll kind of say to somewhere. I don't know, out into the air. I don't know. I don't know how I expect him to hear me.
And then there's this creepy echo of the different megaphones as the conversation jumps from one to the other as you get the response of, "I am the mechanist, and this is my playground, and everyone here are my playthings."
I'll kind of just look at all the other guys and kind of, can we get through this door?
Do you care how?
Oh.
I'm sure we can get through. As
Okay.
pull out.
Are any other ways to get inside, or only this one door?
It looks like this door is the main way in and out of this little building. You don't see any windows in this building. It's one of those super annoying brick buildings that seems to has just one way in and no way out.
Okay, so I'm going to tag Giant Killer,
Oh, yeah.
Back Alley Brawler, and Hardworking Man. And I'm going to try to.
Rico,
What kind of handles are on? What kind of
Rico?
handles are on
It
this door?
seems to have just the regular pull handles, but it's got like
Okay.
a bunch of locks that have been, made to work
Yeah.
on this type of door.
Rico,
Okay.
Are you going
Yes,
to
Rupert.
kick
Listen.
the door in?
Are you going to do something on this door?
I was going to try to open the doors. Do you have something in mind?
Wait a second. I'll try to make it. What material does it look like from?
It seems to be metal.
Metal. I'll try to make it brittle, so you can do it easier. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so are you gonna go up and touch it to change its features or what?
Yeah. I'll risk touching it.
Okay, so you're gonna definitely give him a +1 to make the door brittle, but as you go up and touch it,
Ooh.
someone fell for the GM's bait.
Love
It's
it.
a face danger. Because as you
Face
go up and
danger.
touch the door and start to do your thing of messing with the molecules of the door, one of the signs that say keep out seems to have been shaken loose by your touch or booby trapped. And it's going to do that like someone pulled one of the nails out of one of the sides and the sign's going to swing like a guillotine.
Ooh.
Almost like it was rigged to do that.
That's not right.
As one of the clowns goes, the head high clown goes, and the one at the waist level says, "No touchy, touchy."
I guess it's a stressful situation, so one tag might matter. And can I instinctively activate my plasma barrier?
Oh yeah, I would totally say that would be a good use for it.
That's a cool thing you've got. I didn't even know that. That's wicked.
Any negative
Nope.
weaknesses? No?
Come on, buddy.
You're facing the danger. The danger is the negative thing. Ooh.
Oh, 11.
So,
That's a great roll.
needless to say, your barrier instinctively comes up. What does it look like now that your teammates are seeing you use this for the first time like this? Up close and
I
personal.
don't think this is the first time.
But this is the first
looks
time
like
you're up close and personal.
Yeah.
That's true.
It looks like a rainbowy bubble emanating from my hands and expanding in the opposite direction towards the attacking item.
The sign comes swinging down. It would have like Hassan chopped or guillotined your hand, and your barrier just pops into place in time for the sign to like break as it hits the barrier. And
Wow.
what's left of the little sign swinging helplessly.
Something
Well,
like
that was fortunate.
As one of the clowns go, "They've got good tricks."
Yeah, I'm starting
So
to think
horrible.
that splitting the party is a good idea. I'll see you guys at the bar.
And that was the last thing the group heard from him because he never made it.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Rico was never seen again.
Oh, is there a bar somewhere in this amusement park?
Don't worry, the Mechanist will find him, and next thing you know, there's a stilt walker walking around the circus, and they call him Spring Heel Jack. You know, he always does a fake smile with springs holding it in smile posture.
Oh, don't.
That's the horror movie ending. Okay, so the door has been changed. it's got like you know how when paint gets heated up and has that bubble look. Something has happened to this steel door to make it even easier to be taken down when Jack's gonna do his He-Man attack.
Yep.
So
Okay.
are you attacking the door, kicking the door, grabbing the handles and ripping them out? What do you do?
I think that this would be a go toe to do because I'm trying to pull the door off the hinges.
Awesome. Okay, you got this, and you gave yourself the +1, right?
Well, I tagged hardworking man, back alley brawler, and giant killer. So for a +3.
Okay, and give yourself a +1 because your teammate was helping you out there.
Okay.
Damn! So what does it look like as you thunder this door like it's nothing?
I grab the handles and I pull, but instead of the doors swinging open, you can hear the twist of metal and the hinges come off. So I keep the door intact as much as possible, but it's no longer attached to the wall.
As you literally just hear one of the clowns go, "Oh shit! There's a new strongman in town," and they both close the little partitions they were peeking through on their little tent there, and they are making themselves scarce.
Well, I guess that was the way to do it. I could have just picked the lock. But
As the door has now been dropped on the ground.
Yeah. I
And
wish
you
you
just
had
hear-
brought that up earlier.
On the
you
megaphone,
guys started
you just
your
hear
plan. I was
I
like,
said
okay.
no one enters here. This is for management room only. And oddly enough, you're hearing it not just through the megaphones, but echoing up through the doorway.
Rupert shouts back, "Don't worry, we're coming with peace."
We're the new management.
And looks at Rico holding the door.
After you?
Wow.
I open the door. I'm the doorman now.
Okay. Fine. I'll step into the. What's the geography inside?
So as soon as you walk in the doorway, you see that the lights, basically the only thing running are the emergency lights. All the light bulbs are broken as you kind of look up, and you feel a little crunchy crunch of long stepped on broken glass from the fluorescent lights that you're sure would make a sickening look, but you don't have to deal with that. And as you see, it's got little stairs that go down, and there's flickering lights down what looks like the basement level. And you're seeing some shadows dance and the flicker of a lot of TV monitors. And then all of a sudden you see weird shadow that you think was a spider, but then looked like a ladder, and you're not quite sure what the weird, creepy shadow is. As you immediately hear, not on the megaphones outside, but the same voice talking and almost like having a conversation, and then, "I want all of you here. They're not allowed to know where I am. You were supposed to let them go to the death traps."
Don't you worry, we will not tell anybody. We were here. We just want to talk.
"Ishmael, burn them if you see them. Yolanda, bite their faces off if they give you trouble. I've given you the tools, for I am the machinist." And you almost see two little tiny fists and a tiny head shake them in the shadow down below.
I think that's where we're going to go then. How do we get down there? Is it like? Did you say it's a ladder or stairs?
It's a nice little 7-foot wide hallway that goes straight down some stairs. Nice little small flat of stairs that you can walk down to. Obviously, some kind of bigger room down below with lots of TV screens. Do you go down there?
Yeah, let's go talk to our
And
friend.
are you all going as a group?
Yeah.
I think so, but Rico, you might want to watch our back.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on our back as well.
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, maybe put the door to kind of covering the entrance.
Could have just closed it if hadn't been down.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But hey, that's
Here's
all
a question. It's a staircase down, correct?
Correct. It's the staircase down.
Okay. Is the staircase wider than the doors that I just pulled off the hinges?
It's a little wider, but you can easily walk 2 abreast down the stairs.
Okay, what I want to do is I want to bring the doors in, let the guys go down the stairs, I follow them, but I pull the doors over the staircase.
Ooh.
So whoever tries to come through is going to have to remove that barrier first.
Nice.
That's cool, like a big
Jack's
like a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so who is going first down the stairs is the important question.
I don't mind. Either I will do it out of stupidity, or maybe it should be somebody more, a bit more combative. Cole.
Cole.
You can always.
I will go down with King.
You
While
could
he's playing with the door.
always de-escalate the situation with a sword.
So as you two start to take your first couple steps down the stairs, and obviously the person down below knows you're entering, you just see the shadow spin around, and there's like too many limbs or something going on with the shadow that you're seeing. It's someone's a very good showman with the shadow play that's going on because they're far in the building, but the TV monitor light is casting his shadow. And as you take like your third step down the stairs, you guys kind of look at each other. And just as you're about to continue on, you hear Jack slam the doors shut behind and do this wrenching sound to make sure that they won't open easily. And as that happens, how about King gives me a face danger as you feel the fourth step give way underneath, and all the stairs become a slide.
Oh, classic!
The classic slide.
Knew that was going to happen.
Knew
that was coming.
So let me just bear with me. Interesting. I don't think I've got any tags I can do.
And you feel your heart jump as I'm totally hitting palpitating.
Yeah, no problem. But I honestly don't think I have any tags that could help other than maybe the group tag of divine intervention.
Well, that or empathic connection. We kind of react together, sensing, and maybe it gives us a edge.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Am I allowed to tag 2 on there?
Yeah, you can totally tag 2. I mean, and remember, you can always burn a tag too.
Yeah, no. I'm all in for the role.
I'm trying to get you to spend the economy. That's all. Don't mind my tips.
Does it mean these stairs make a slide towards the monitor room or away from it?
They basically will be dropping you down at the bottom of the stairs on your butts, unless there's more danger coming.
Did you? How does palpitating 2? How does that?
So that's giving you -2.
So it's not showing on my. Oh.
It should be at the very top.
Yeah, but I've tagged 2 things on the crew theme.
You tagged 2 things, but you have -2 as well.
So
wouldn't that? Well, I'm showing a -2. I'm not showing a. Or have I misinterpreted that? Basically, on my little, I don't know whether you can see my character sheet, Jim. On the top where it says power, I've got +0, -2, power 0.
Because you're tagging 2 powers and you have a -2 there, so it's 0.
So it rolls at 0, right?
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
it'll roll it as a straight roll.
Yeah, no problem. And sorry, face danger, yeah?
Face danger, yep. As immediately you look at him and he looks at you, and all of a sudden, wow! You guys both look at each other, and you're just like, I was totally waiting for that to happen. And the stairs just go slack as a slide, and pretty much
Yeah.
all of you in unison do this classic Rat Pack little stunt of you slide straight down, landing on your feet with no problem.
We're
And you
bad
just
that
hear
way.
the "Damn you! The trapdoor didn't work!" As you can feel, the floor you landed on is a little springy for some reason, but you guys jump
Uh-huh.
off and there's no problem. As soon as the four of you get clear of it, you realize that all of a sudden the trapdoor then unhinges and swings, and you see there's a little spike pit you would have landed in, which you had
nice.
no
Ooh.
problem avoiding in this situation.
Because
I'm
we're
the
badass.
mechanist! You cannot beat my traps and tricks and tools of the trade!
Except that we have.
Ooh, the shit talk is started!
Are we
And
in the room? Does this kind of slide us into the room, or?
yep, as soon as you do that, you basically look around and you clearly see a guy in some kind of mechanical exoskeleton, was once maybe a wheelchair or two combined to other parts, and he's
Okay.
moving around all mechanically, and he's got some like extra arms hanging out that are mechanical arms that look like they like would hold something for him while he works on it, and his mechanical body armor basically has, lots of tubes and barrels and pointy things that are probably damage dealing devices. As he looks at you and he's just dumbfounded, and you see behind him a bank of easily 30 monitors of all different parts, and you see he's got an old fashioned computer, that's running a program, and he basically, has your pictures printed up on a dot matrix printer, and he's trying to figure out who you guys are, and he's got notes already scribbled on it of turns water to ice on Rico, because obviously he's been writing notes on what he's seen you guys do.
Okay. I'll kind of slide down the thing and just kind of get, just find my feet and just look at the other guys and say, hi. I'll just kind of put my hand in the air and kind of look a bit bemused at him. This wasn't how I was planning on spending my Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
And when you
Look,
say that,
neighbor.
you just see he's getting angry. I mean, he's acting like a 2-year-old, getting that shaking with anger bit.
Well,
It's like, look, neighbor, we're just here to talk.
and to be fair, it took all 4 of us just to keep up with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Flattery. That's a great idea.
As immediately, when Rico says that, he's like, "Shut up, you! No ice for you!" And he kind of waves his finger, and one of his mechanical arms turns towards you that obviously has a barrel-like device with holes drilled in it and a little pilot light. And give me a face danger as flamethrower shoots towards the Iceman of the group. He's showing off his genius. Genius!
Okay.
my
I
barrier.
would like to target back alley brawler,
Okay.
block martial arts strike, and fiery temper to put my hands up in defense and try to deflect the fire away from myself.
I like that.
And towards an empty space. I'm not looking to hurt anybody. I'm just looking to just push the fire away.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your face danger. I don't see any of your tags that would help me in this situation. Yes. Damage! Okay, so immediately you do more than enough of this cool hand thing with your Black Alley Brawler to basically
Wow.
the fireball away. Obviously, he's like, your ice powers are stronger than I anticipated. So you don't need to worry about
Hey.
his ability to set you on fire with an on fire tube.
Okay. Hey! I'll say, just stop it. We're not here to kill you. You stop trying to kill us. We just want to talk.
Sounds like King's going to try to give me a change the game or face danger. Which is it? I think it's change the game because he just took the attack, but that's
true. Yeah, it's entirely up to you, man.
I'm good with the change the game.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, I know what will make you happy.
Uh-oh.
That's one of my things.
It is one of your things.
It is. Yeah, it's probably, although I can anticipate what that will probably be if we die horribly in a ball of flame.
As you see, another one of his mechanical arms is doing something. Eat your heart out, Dr. Octopus.
What did we determine tight like that does as a crew tag?
Which one?
Just that you guys are a tight-knit group.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could totally be if you're tagging that one of your colleagues is totally doing the whole, what King said. We just want to talk.
Just want to talk. Stop trying to kill us. Why is everybody trying to kill us? So I don't know whether my status, my negative status, will come into this, will it?
Actually, I won't tag them at the moment.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yep.
And what am I doing? Sorry, facing danger. Did you say or changing the game?
You are changing the game.
Okay.
Because he just took an attack. It would be cheesy for him to get another instant attack. Ooh. Now, you have a power 2 status here. Are you wanting to de-escalate the situation?
Yes.
Because he does have a current tag that I can totally throw out there that is seething with hatred of a certain number. Would you like to use both of those, the power 2, to see if you can downgrade that?
Yes, please. Yes, that's exactly what.
Oh, as soon as you do the talking down thing, because King's good because he knows how to read people. He knows how to play a crowd.
Yep.
As soon as you use your change the game to try to calm him down, he just starts, he's trembling with anger, and he's sucking in air. And as soon as you finish your little speech, and one of your teammates goes, "Yeah, what he said," he kind of looks at you guys and looks back at one of the monitors and sees like a little scene where you all were working together as friends and you weren't being violent or mean, and he literally takes his hand and wipes the booger snots off his nose. And he just looks at you and says, What are you doing here breaking into the Machinist's lair?" And he kind of looks over to the side of the room and you see where he's scrawled in manic scratches, the Machinist's lair.
Really gets into that role, doesn't he?
I'll kind of Mechanist. Are you Maximilian Drake?
And he kind of, puffs up a little and says, "Yes, I am Maximus Drake, also known as," and he does the villainous pose, "the Machinist." And the mechanical hand in his exosuit clenches in a fist just above his head.
Well, that's very impressive. My friend here is also an eminent scientist. Perhaps we could find some common ground, and I'll kind of point to Rupert.
And he immediately looks at Rupert and then goes back and reaches back and hits a key on his keyboard, and there's that scene where Rupert used his powers at the gate that originally got his attention. He says, "Yes, Rupert, The one who, and he squints at the monitor and looks back at Rupert, and says, that can alter matter at will? What a genius power! I had to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Please tell me how you did it.
Oh, that was a side effect of some chemical experiments in my work.
And
I'm still studying how it works.
you must share the results when you have your hypothesis. And as they're having this conversation, the other three of you are like, okay, the science guys are talking. What are you three doing? As these two are having a science, geek off in the most glorious of villainy ways.
Just take a look around. Figure out the setup with this place.
As Rico looks around, you totally see that this guy's got this place rigged for him to watch everything from this room. You totally see a very, very sad wheelchair in the corner. Obviously, you definitely get the idea now that you're getting a good look at this guy in the light that he's wheelchair bound, with the exception of his exoskeleton. And
Right.
you see a horrible looking operating table that he rigged out of an old, the old government style desks, those big metal desks.
Mm-hmm.
That someone put a bunch of tools and surgery items on there, and there's some like blood stains on the concrete there that Rico would totally recognize blood stains on concrete. He's cleaned up that stuff. He can
Yes.
tell you how to get those stains off.
Ouch.
They're doing
True.
creepy shit to people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, remember, you did see that lady with the iron, trap jaw type of jaw.
Yeah.
That alone was kind of terrifying.
Yeah, I try to take a look around. Does he have like correspondence lying around?
He does have one of those posters that you do recognize from the help group, and it's been scratched out.
Okay.
You just recognize the tatters that are hanging on the wall, that there's some big, beefy metal claw marks across where it was hanging up, and it's basically ripped in shreds. But you recognize it because you've been investigating those posters.
Yeah.
You see many telephone poles with the posters. One thing that does catch your attention, by the way, is in the ceiling of this little sub-basement, you see there's a iris-style opening in front of overhead of the control panel. And yes, you totally think that that's a comic book villain's escape chute to the roof. You do notice that.
Nice.
As you see a big button marked escape hatch. Obviously, he orders from Acme.
Yeah. I'll settle.
So, yeah. What? How are we going to? I'll kind of say quietly to the other guys. How are we going to talk this guy down? I mean, it's not like. I mean, this is really weird. I mean, really weird. I mean, it's not like an angry woman with a baby. It's like a dude who thinks he's Dr. Octopus.
As in the background, you guys totally see the mechanist grab, with his mechanical extendo arm, a button on the wall, and a cup comes down, and then a Mountain Dew dispenser's there, and he gives Rupert a Mountain Dew. Too much like Mountain Dew, that explains it.
All mellow now with Rupert, so Rupert just gotta talk to him and figure shit out.
Yeah. Ask him about the poster, I think. Though, it may be triggering, so be ready.
Right.
Okay. Hey, sorry to interrupt the science talk, but I'll kind of point at the poster. What's the deal with this poster? we've kind of met some other people who may have been through the same program, maybe facing the same problems, and we've helped them. Can we help you somehow?
Ooh. Do me a favor and roll me a change the game real quick.
Okay.
And while this is happening, you guys hear some banging up at the doors, but Jack did a great job of blocking those.
Hmm.
Ooh. Music is the universal language. Oh no, that's like just a straight power, really. Okay, what did we say? Change the game.
Yeah, change the game.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. 9.
So as you know, you ask about the poster, and he like looks at the poster, and he reaches over and grabs himself a 7-Eleven Mountain Dew, and too much sugar. It's not good for you. Gives you the manic thoughts. As you know, he immediately reaches over with one of his mechanical arms, with just like a gesture of his head. You realize how badass this exoskeleton his is. As it hits the microphone button, he says, "Minions, leave us be. We are discussing villainy. Your god has spoken." And he just kind of smiles as he goes back to sipping on his Mountain Dew and says, "Oh, that poster was how I met Dr. Archibald Tennant.
Archibald Tennant.
Archibald Tennant was my doctor. He helped me cope with my disability." And you see him, he gestures towards the wheelchair that Rico spotted earlier, and then towards his exoskeleton. He helped me see that I had the tools needed to mend what was broken.
Actually, Archibald Tennant is not on the list.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I thought that was a new name.
It is. I called
Okay.
the Mending the Broken helpline, and they connected me with him.
And so, you know, all of, and I'll kind of gesture to all this mechanical madness, you know. And he told you to build this spider suit and this kind of empire of killer clowns?
Killer clowns, that's funny. No, the doctor helped talk me through my program and gave me these great pills. And he pushes a button on his little control panel, and this pill box pops up. And he shakes the pill box at you guys, you know, as a gesturing of how great these pills are.
Oh, right. Okay.
Would you like one of my pills? They are antidepressants. They are marvelous. As he gets this almost manic look on his face, like, you'll like the candy.
May I look at them?
And he gladly opens the pill box and you know, hands it over, and he says, I've been adding it to the water that my friends here drank. Everyone's been marvelous.
Rupert looks if there are any identification signs. What kind of pills are they?
Ooh. As Rupert's gonna go over to that.
If they are commercially produced or custom made.
When you look at them, they seem like they're not commercially made. You definitely see it's got the, you know, prescription, you know, sticker from the doctor and dispensed from their facility. And as you quietly go to hit one of his work tables not covered in gore to look at the pills closer, because he does have those old-fashioned magnifying glass lights conveniently, because here's the mechanist. Are you going to inspect one of the pills closely? Say even separate it to look at the contents inside the pill? Because it's those capsule pills. In the 80s, those are all the rage.
Definitely
And
looking.
as you're doing that, and the group is having a talk, and the mechanist is going off in this little monologue as you're tuning that out during your checking of the pills. Give me an investigate.
Do it, man.
So I asked him more about Archibald Tennant. How did he meet up with this individual?
As he basically says, I called the hotline one day when I was very, very depressed, and then they connected me with the doctor. Unfortunately, his colleague was unavailable to see me, so he was given my case. I'm supposed to eventually meet his colleague something nights, midnight, dark night, something like that.
Hmm.
And
Crystal Knight.
and he's yes, that could be it. That could be it. And as Rupert is typing something. Oh, yep. So he looks at the pill and then just kind of like brushes the powder off, and there's something off in that powder. You definitely know beyond a shadow of a doubt there's something wrong with those pills. It's not just pharmaceuticals.
Oh.
I mean, you may want to pocket one for later.
Yeah, I was going to say you got a pocket one, man. You know, keep it safe in your mouth.
Play with the pill, then touch your finger to your lips. Whoops.
No, not in the mouth. Every chemist knows nothing goes into the mouth in laboratory.
And washing your hands before going to the restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
As you rejoin the conversation, when he's basically going on to tell his origin story, and literally this feels like you're getting a monologue from a bad.
I love it. Yeah, tell us.
Where he says, "I was once Maximilian Drake, but how did I become the Machinist?" And of course he hits the button, and all of a sudden his exoskeleton suit has theme music for him. Dun 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 dun. And he was injured in an industrial accident, where unfortunately the Mr. Money would not pay for his aid in health care. For workplace violence was not a thing for the Machinist yet. And then he looks at you all and he points to, like, on the wall there's plans to come and make a giant machine to drop things on the owner of the plant.
Oh, jeez.
But first the Mechanists needed to form a cadre of villains. And I came here and was allowed to speak with the fortune teller, who told me that I was the god foretold to come save the people here. And he, of course, waves over to posters that are on the wall of the old carnival posters, and there's this old fortune teller, and her name's now scratched out, and it says, "The Seer." And then it shows the beautiful redhead you saw with the metallic jaw. You see her in her trapeze act without a mechanical jaw, and there's like pencil lines of a mechanical jaw being drawn on over the picture, and it's Iron Jaw. And immediately you realize the guy with the weird metal hat and boots on the carousel, he's the Cannonball Man. The Cannonball Man is now scratched off and says, "Rocket Man." And I am gathering my cadre of minions to rain terror upon the Mend the Broken Society and their plots to destroy the world. For the world is mine to destroy in my rage.
I'm sorry. You said that Mr. Money would not pay for the medical expenses after the accident, right?
Yes, unfortunately, the doctors told me they could have fixed my broken bones, and he kind of gestures towards his back when he says this, like he's feeling pain again. And immediately he asks Rupert for one of his pills to go with this Mountain Dew, which he's probably added to the Mountain Dew.
Does the name Forbin Pain mean anything to you?
Orban Payne. No, that is not my nemesis. And he points to another poster, and there's this businessman newspaper article cut out with all the words cut off, and it just says nemesis on top of the wall.
Okay.
And that's
it
the money man.
It does not look like the person that you've researched.
Okay. So
This
okay.
look. This I'll kind of say. Look, this isn't healthy, is it? Look around. This is. I think you've been tricked.
I think my carnival of chaos will rain terror upon this town.
Have you thought about not being evil?
And he takes one of his pills if Rupert's willing to give him his pill box back. He looks thoughtful as he's slurping down Mountain Dew, taking his pill. And he says, not being evil, I didn't think I was evil in the first place.
Well,
destroying towns and all, that's,
yeah,
not very polite.
Exactly. Replacing people's body parts when they maybe don't need to be replaced. You could do a lot of good for humanity. You could be, its savior rather than its doom.
Yes, and you could have friends. All of
yeah.
us.
Yeah, I'll kind of point at Rupert. Yeah, you could have friends. Because you seem quite lonely here.
And he kind of looks around. He says, I have my friends, but sometimes you hurt your friends, and then they don't talk to you as much.
No, that's because they've got a big mechanical jaw, and enunciating sounds becomes difficult when you're mainly made of tungsten.
There are others like you in the city.
And immediately when you say that, his eyes kind of shoot right over to Rupert, and you sense that there's...
No, I mean other patients.
And then all of a sudden, when you
myself.
say that, he completely changes his gear. Thought he was like, I'm not alone. There's other special people like me out there. I don't have to make them all. And then you mention other victims, and his face kind of
I
shrinks
said
up.
patients.
Patients.
Yes, but that word means victims to him.
Oh.
So
he looks at you, and you see like a little tear come out of the corner of his eye.
Well, we're putting together a support group. If you'd be interested in joining. I mean, none of this. None of I wave my hands around the room. None of this is going to occur, but just have other people to talk to.
Ooh. Do me a favor, give me a change the game or convince. I'll let you choose, and +1.
Rico's a therapist now.
I know. Look, this is.
He did some mind-blowingly good therapy last time, didn't he? I think.
Okay.
He did. He's ready to work at one of those phone helplines. Maybe Mend the Broken's got a job for their phone line.
Just a regular Renaissance man.
I'm thinking hard-working man may be the only tag I have I can select.
Okay.
And change the game, you said, right?
Yeah, you can do either a change the game or convince, and don't forget to give yourself a +1.
Okay. I'm going to go with convince.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Ooh.
Oh man.
As you're starting to say that, he has this, like, you see this cadre of emotion across his face. Of, like, at one point he goes to like self-doubt. Not that I'm totally reading his tags. And then another one, he's kind of embarrassed. And then he just looks at you and says, "But I'm the mechanist. I rule all. I don't join other groups. I don't
Well,
I don't do support groups."
well, yes, but you are smarter than the rest of us, so
Ooh.
I thought that maybe you could come in and talk to the others and be a leader.
The mechanist does not talk of his feelings. And he hits a button on his exoskeleton, and you see the little iris in the ceiling open as his little ejector seat is got rockets that start roaring to life.
What?
And he just says, "The mechanist will end all of his enemies, including the Mend Yourself Society." And whoosh, he escapes.
He goes up through the kind of iris thing.
He goes through the little iris escape hatch.
I'll kind of look at everyone else and go, "That was weird, wasn't it?"
What just happened here? As his little 7-Eleven cup with Mountain Dew falls to the ground after he escaped.
Well,
Well,
that was
went well.
Yeah, that went well. Well said. Well, that was one of the strangest encounters I've had in a while.
So, are we still getting out of here?
I think when he's gone, I mean, I don't know where he's gone.
Meanwhile, Rupert sits in front of the monitors and turns around to face you and says, "So, who of us is now the mechanist?"
I think
I'm the mechanist now.
I think it's your turn, Rupert. Yes, absolutely. Look, in all this technology, is there anything you can find out about it that might help us? You know, you're the scientist, man. You know, is there anything? All these screens and gadgets and stuff. Is there anything any clues that we can gather that might give us where he might have another lair or some kind of insight into what might actually stop him or motivate him to be not evil, even though I'd suspect that not taking all those pills.
I take a look at the wall of monitors, see if there's any trace of where he.
You could clearly see on one monitor on the big Ferris wheel that he is flying off towards the city, and this you see this little plume of rocket gas going off and arching towards this deeper towards the city somewhere.
Okay. And what are his minions doing?
That's a good question. You see as he went flying off, some of them are basically they're going into the little buildings in the carnival and they're closing the doors. Like, you know how the carnival acts have those storm shutters that are the opening that you would play the game through. They just close those up. They seem to be buttoning up themselves in the carnival.
Huh.
I mean, their mechanical god did just fly off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start looking around then at some of these things. You said there was an article on the wall. There was some other little bits and pieces that he had. I'll start trying to rummage through those things to see if there's anything I can find that might give me a clue as to, you know, what his deal is, other than that he's been kind of manipulated and drugged and whatever.
So when you go through his little conspiracy board, you realize it's got a flippy part that you can flip, and it totally looks like Rico's conspiracy board. Only the fact that you notice that he is not a friend of the Mend the Broken organization.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's interesting.
You see that help hurts. Lots of little conflicting comments on that. Of, is it just me, or are they having their own agenda? You totally know Rico wants this conspiracy board.
Hey, you got to steal it. You got to steal it, man.
Well, kind of looking for the controls to the stairs to find a way out.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I will fix the stairs. Fix the stairs so we can get out of here.
Okay.
Rupert is looking if there was only one escape pod.
You see that his exoskeleton was rigged for the escape pod. You would have to have some ability to rig something, or be someone who does have that ability, i.e. the mechanists, to make a second escape pod.
Oh.
Yeah, just go up the stairs. I'll get that fixed.
Well, that was weird. Yeah, I think that's If you're doing that, Rico's looking through the things, see where he is. I'll try and gather as many clues as I can.
Give me an investigate while you're doing that.
Yeah, sure. Are there actual? I mean, I'm not the computer guy, but are there actually? I appreciate we're in a kind of pseudo 80s world. Are there actually computers and bits of tech that would hold information?
There is definitely some electronic storage devices.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a Cole Banks kind of thing to investigate. Well, you're the kind of tech savvy one amongst us. Long forgotten secrets. What am I doing? Investigating.
Yep, an investigation.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, well, there you go. Investigate. Oh man, rolling well today. Yeah.
So immediately as you're doing your quick investigation, you're grabbing all the relevant items, including some of the computers that you're just like, I know the guys that do computers will love these computers for something. You come across a couple newspaper clippings that catch your attention, of mainly that he had an appointment to go to the asylum that you guys are basically looking into.
Oh, right.
To meet his shrink's basically boss in the Mend the Broken Society. He never quite made it, but he basically was doing some weird math of, if taking one pill is good, maybe taking 2 pills is better. And at one point he's got this manic word of maybe something in the pills is making me realize I have power. And you see a bunch of clippings of print-ups he did on the god Hephaestus, how he was broken but could create things. And it almost makes you think maybe he thought or was a piece of the god Hephaestus.
Okay, that's interesting.
Wonderful.
And then you come across a article about a glass company, and then it has lots of question marks written on it. But what's with the glass?
Okay.
And then you see a schematics for a device that looks like it's a boombox on steroids. Have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Where Marty McFly's got the speaker room where he plugs in the guitar and he goes, brong.
Mm-hmm.
The device looks something like that, but and then it's got notes saying wanting to make portable. Question mark, question mark, question mark. What would such a device be used for?
Well, I mean, I can only assume that he's a supervillain and he wants to, I don't know, explode people with sound or something. Is the only thing I could think of. But,
And then you get the notes, and you basically, as you're putting all this together, you look at the notes and realize that made the device the doctor asked for and gave it to the doctor for more pills.
now that's interesting. I'll show this to the rest of the guys. It's like, look at this. What the hell is this about?
Montage.
Yeah, that's it. He gave the device to who? To the doctor?
To Dr. Archibald Tennant.
Oh, yeah.
The new doctor on the list.
Right? Like we didn't have enough.
Okay.
And you totally see at the very last of the investigation, you pull up a picture of the picture has Dr. Crystal Knight. Conveniently, it's got the name of Dr. Archibald Tennant under his picture in the group photo, and question marks on the others, including Crystal Knight, who that's Crystal Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And the psychologist that was supposed to see Rico is pictured there.
Okay.
Are these pictured and stuff as targets, or that he's working with?
Looks like a picture from a charity event that he clipped from the paper.
Right, but I mean, does he have them listed as like a target, or does it seem to be?
Looks like he's trying to identify them.
Okay.
Only he wasn't as good as Rico in his research.
Right.
For he is the mechanist and not the researcher.
The administrator.
Right.
Or as he would have called them, the researcher.
So do I get these stairs restored?
Yep, you go up and you see the little reset device. From the right angle, it actually has a little hidden MacGuffin that says reset. And you blink it, and the stairs go back in place, and the little trap door closes. And you hear a very reassuring click sound when it closes.
I'll disable the mechanism so the stairs won't be allowed to do that anymore.
You give it a good bend so it doesn't work anymore.
I'll grab the hard drives and get the heck out. Time to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does anyone turn off the Mechanist Slayer's light switch?
I don't know.
It would be responsible.
Do we see any?
There's a big light switch that says power.
Yeah, come on, let's fall into the trap.
I would not touch it.
Where's a 10-foot stick when you need one?
Exactly. Yeah. I'll kind of probably go to turn it off, and then Rupert says, "I would not touch that if I were you." Yeah. Okay. All right. Good point. Well made. Thanks, Rupert.
Okay, so you guys head back out.
Yep. No, we need to be on the lookout for evil, murderous carnies.
Right.
First, let's first look at monitors if everything looks safe.
From what you see in the monitors, they all seem to bunker down in different spots. I mean, this is where they live. After all, they know the good hiding spots.
So just need to get
heck from what you guys were seeing, you saw the clearly labeled controls for a lot of these, rides if you wanted to shut them down.
Definitely.
And conveniently under each ride, there's another button, a big red button with a safety cover that says Death Trap.
All right, I'll go disable all this shit. How about that? We'll try
Okay.
that.
And you turn off all the rides.
Yeah, and
The
booby
creepy
traps and all
soundtrack
that good
that's
stuff.
labeled creepy soundtrack.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start flipping switches, and outside the park starts powering down. Things start turning off. Machines start grinding to a halt, so to speak. So when you guys head up the stairs and Rico pops those doors open again with a loud bang bang, you
Yep.
guys hear stillness. I mean, absolute. There's a single cricket somewhere chirping, stillness, and some chains swaying in the wind, the slight breeze. And you're not sure which was creepier, the creepy music,
Which was
which is
creepy,
totally
yeah.
creepier, or the dead silence.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of
Okay.
this creepiness.
Okay, you backtrack your way out of there with a quick screen swipe. As you get into the car, you kind of get in the car and you look back at the carnival grounds and their super creepiness, and the closed sign kind of ominously falls down and breaks as you guys start your car up and get the hell out of there. Seeing a single contrail in the moonlight towards town.
Yeah, and I'll turn to everyone and say, next time we go to Disneyland.
Right? Yeah. Not the best trip.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can put these on your investigation board as well, then, Rico, and we can try and make sense of it. I think we need a bit of a chow down just to work out what the hell all this means.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. And I could do with a drink after that.
And Rupert
Oh, yeah.
would like a safe place to investigate the pills.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What do you need to investigate the medication, Rupert?
Oh, just time to concentrate. I have my portable chemreactor.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Yeah, of course you do. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. Where is your conspiracy board, Rico? Is it at my place?
Yeah, it's in the apartment.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's go there and do that.
Okay. Taking a look at the sky as we're driving back, can we see plumes of the exhaust smoke from the mechanic's chariot?
You
The
can.
chemtrail.
It's going to be very difficult, but are you hinting that you would like to try to thwart his escape?
No, just
See where it
keeping
goes.
tabs. Try to
Yeah.
figure out what part of the city did it land in.
Yeah.
Give me an investigative roll.
Okay.
As halfway through, he maniacally laughs and clicks a lever, and a glider opens up. The mechanist will be
He's my favourite so far.
Great. The one power tag that I could use, I've already burned. Okay. So I will make the investigation check without any tags.
Ooh, brave man.
Brave man. Oh, he is pretty bloody good anyway, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you definitely track his chemtrail to the industrial side of town, where a lot of the metal shops and things are. I tried to move the map and moved everything instead. As he's basically down in the steel quarter of town, where all the industrial businesses and buildings are. The auto shop, that builds the cars, things like that.
Mhm.
It's definitely heading that general direction.
Oh man. Okay.
Maybe he has a secondary lair before he found his carnival thugs.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna need the yellow pages to figure that one.
I mean, at the plus side, you now have a carnival full of disenfranchised carnies with mechanical enhancements for future use if you ever need them. You just need to convince them
Yeah,
that you were the
sure.
god, not the mechanist.
Great.
Yeah, and they're all drinking psychotropic water or whatever it is.
Well,
you
that'll
guys-
wear off. Then they're really going to feel like shit.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're going to go. "Oh, yeah, I look like a human cannonball. What was I thinking?
Right?
Um,
Let's try out these rocket boots. How bad can it go? Should we take a quick break?
yeah, let's. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can have the.
Take a quick 5-minute restroom
Yeah,
run,
no,
get drinks, get what you need. We will be
cool,
right back.
cool.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Very good.
You want a break? Do you?
What is it?
Just lots of little notes. No, no, no. Poop, poop, no poop. Stop. Oh,
Got to get in the story, you see.
oh. Okay.
Look, there's a little car.
Poop, poop. On the steam power car. Wait, steam power. Ooh, I'm a ghost carrot. Friday after all, the fish is fishing for the human. And
He
then
definitely is.
there's all sorts of other things going on. That's a bit weird and surreal.
I like my little protesters
I do like
because
it.
they're far away, so they're small.
They're small. It's very good. And the mice appear to have eaten my harrigan.
Where? That's because they're mice miners.
Do you want dinner now, or do you want to give it half an hour?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, so it's just fallen on the floor over there.
Yep.
Yep.
Think.
We.
Me here.
Yep. Well, it's nearly 6 o'clock in the evening here, so I just had a cheeky little gin and tonic.
Oh, nice.
And I was just reading about something called. I don't even know what it's called. I can't read the text. No, it's Astro Inferno, and I have no idea what that is. A mythical odyssey in legendary satanic space. Some kind of role-playing game, but I can't really work out what it's about. The art looks amazing. I suppose you've heard of it. Astro Inferno. But I can't find something that says, right, this is actually what it's about. I have
Is the author's name Mechanist?
Reminiscence! I don't know.
And apparently, it's in Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting, but I'm not
A
getting.
grim, dark tabletop role-playing game of epic violence and despair.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, have you seen the artwork? It looks amazing, but whether the game's any good is another matter.
Yeah. Oh,
Personally, I prefer something nicer, like the fabulous session of Fiasco I had yesterday night with total newcomers.
Nice.
Oh yeah. How did they get on?
That was incredible.
Excellent. I haven't played it, but I hear it is very good.
It's super fun.
Then you have the only choice of choosing the date to play with me.
Okay, yeah, I'd love that. That would be great. Yeah.
I mean, it could be totally played in a Roll20 lobby with nothing but typing things out because you don't need any real mechanics other than dice rolling.
Oh right, really?
I usually run it just with Discord for voice and Google Docs for those small written things to display on the screen.
See, that's a good way of doing it too.
Right. Yeah, it does look a bit grimdark, doesn't it?
It's extremely dark.
Yeah.
What's
The
dark?
journey system, an experience system built upon storytelling, a simple way to create an epic record for a player's epic and painful odyssey.
Yeah, that sounds a bit. Yeah, maybe a bit grim for me.
It definitely has that dark side of Warhammer look.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as I say, the art is just stunning. But yeah, I think once you get into that, what's the really grim kind of Hellraiser kind of game?
Oh yeah.
Cult? Is it Cult?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just too much for me, man. Can't be doing that.
Yeah, I actually got the RPG Cult, and everybody's like, it's too dark, which is true. It's
Yeah.
exceptionally dark.
It's grim as fuck, isn't it? Yeah.
I think that is the actual title, is Grim as Fuck.
Yeah.
I once happened to be at Ropecon festival in Helsinki, and to meet Vincent Baker, and he was telling about his game designer career, and he mentioned also this infamous game Grind Puppies for Satan.
Wow. Is that what it's called?
I was kind of curious what a sort of game it was. He just looked at me and said, "No, it's not for you." It was a giant scream of hate.
Oh God! It's not for you. You're not allowed this game. You're too nice.
Pretty bad.
If you don't consider Norwegian death metal easy listening, this game's not for you.
This game's not for you. Yeah. Although saying that, I did get Viking Death Squad. You know the Hank Infernal one, and that's just bonkers. Basically, just turn everything up to 11,
and then some.
Yeah. Anyway, we were keen on stopping the Mechanist.
Yep. Or at least coming up with the next plan. As I recall, someone was about to analyze the pills now that they have time with their lab.
Sure.
You know, in the alleyway behind the jazz club, you know.
Why an alleyway? No, I need a room to set up my instruments.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy to provide one, but I'm very nervous about you burning my building down.
Okay, I can go to my own place.
Yeah,
How about we all go? We could all go over there. I'd love to see what Rupert's place is like.
Well, to see is not the exact word. Maybe.
Oh, do you smell it? Is it just, is it just the sensors? Is it basically piled up dirty plates, underwear up in all the corners?
I guess I don't have enough respirators for all of you.
That's
stay
when
on the ship
you're in
then.
trouble.
Great.
Okay, so you take it to your laboratory?
Yeah.
Laboratory.
Laboratory.
Yeah, do it, man.
Okay.
Well,
So he gets the portable lab out and starts to do the tests on it, and don't need any rolls or anything. I can just totally give it to you. That
Okay.
as you're doing your long nights research into the drugs, you definitely know that the drugs contain psychotropics, exactly what they should be, but they contain something more. And what definitely has you concerned, because you're just like, this isn't a chemical. What is this? And you basically are doing the whole thing where you're breaking down the whole what is in this pill box, because it's not the actual chemicals. It's something that doesn't dissolve in water or alcohol, which definitely concerns you. But after a few head scratching moments, you realize that you've discovered that it's some kind of silica. And basically, you're picking out that the pill contains trace amounts of some kind of glass, which would be terrifying because that would be a great way to kill somebody, you'd think.
Oh.
It
So-
could be the results of faulty manufacturing, because sometimes pill companies shit gets in the pills, but it's something that should not be in there, and there is something peculiar about the glass. You would not recommend taking these antidepressant pills.
That's interesting. So what have you found, Rupert?
Hard to say. There is something that should not be there.
Like the
Kind of glossy substance.
glass.
But I guess I might need to get some help from my former colleagues with larger equipment to know more precisely.
Well, look here. This article that was in the mechanist's office. It says about this glass company here, and it says he's written under it what's with the glass.
Oh.
Maybe that's where they're made.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
We could go there. What? Glass. Okay, this is going to sound crazy, guys. What if it's not glass? What if it's crystal?
Kind of
Oh, how does it remind me of that therapist, or what was it?
Yeah, go on. What if she's able to, I don't know, infect people or control them or something? If they, I can't believe I'm even saying or thinking this. What if she can control them by them consuming part of her or part of a product or something that she, I don't know, slews off? I have no idea. I'm just spitballing. What do you think?
As he's pouring himself a double.
Yeah.
Rupert scratches his head and says, "Well, it's enough crazy to fit in all the picture we have been facing lately."
But you're talking about pitting Dr. Crystal Knight, therapist,
Yeah.
the crystal manufacturing.
Yeah, or maybe
It's possible. At least it's. I believe it's possible.
something.
Maybe I'm just getting caught up in this conspiracy business. Maybe I've accidentally inhaled some of that some of those things in the pot. I don't know.
Well, how about I take these storage devices back to the university and see what I can find on them. I can hook them up to some of our computer stuff there.
What, the computer thing? Brilliant idea. Do it.
Oh yeah, we should study also the information we got from his computer.
Yeah, I think that's what Cole is on about, interrogating whatever's on the floppy.
Maybe it will add up.
That might give us more detail, what plans or anything else going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, how about, and this is probably one of my best ideas to date, how about Rico analyzes the investigation conspiracy board, Rupert kind of does his pipette test tube thing.
Yeah.
Cole does the computer thing, and I play the music that goes over the top of the montage.
As we have this massive montage scene covered by King's music, you know.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah. You guys go and do useful things. I'll provide the ambience.
Wow.
Okay, so
Nice of you.
You guys are all breaking up to do your own investigations, which are going on like clockwork. So go ahead and somebody give me an investigation roll. I'll let you all pick.
Who's good at investigating?
And then we'll give you a +2 for the other two. They're doing their own versions of it. Well, +3 because King's sweet, sweet jazz.
Yeah, damn right, man. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I guess I'm going to go first then.
Do it.
I'm going to tag
one roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You do the roll for the lot then.
And add a +3.
Okay, I'm going to tag hardworking man and technical troubleshooter for this.
Oh, very good.
And you said +3 on top.
Yep.
Investigation comes up with.
That's pretty good.
Wow,
Well done.
success is better than no success at all.
Yes.
Yep.
I concur.
Did you make sure to put the +3 in?
Yep.
Shouldn't you have had power 5?
That is with power 5. If you hover over the roll.
2d6 plus 2 equals
It only
5
came
plus
+2.
2 plus 2. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
I did put in the +3.
Did you click out of the? Let me sneak a peek on Rico. I'm like, that's weird because it didn't. It only added +2 to your dice roll.
It only added +2. Is
Yeah,
there an upper
that's
limit?
weird.
There's no upper limit, is there?
I don't see the +3 in there.
No.
Weird.
I mean, that would make it a 12, so.
Did you click out so it turns into a power 5?
No, that's what I forgot.
That's why. Yeah, it's like in Star Wars. If you don't click out of the dice pool area, it doesn't actually for reals count it. So you can go ahead and roll it again.
Okay.
And I'll give you the better of the 2. How about that?
Yeah, don't mess it up this time. Come on, buddy.
Wow! Life is spoken. Okay, so with your investigation, it was a mild success. It's still success. That's the important thing. So for your investigation, let's see. I gotta pull up something real quick here. Because I'm assuming, I already know what some of the questions might be, but I'm assuming you're going to want to fill in some gaps here with your group montage of investigation compared to adding things together.
One would think.
One would think. So for your investigation, you went for investigate. So investigate with a 9. So as a 9,
As he's quickly making things up.
oh no. So your clues are going to be fuzzy, incomplete, or partially true, partially false. So you do have basically like 5 questions you can ask.
Wow. What's that? Investigate.
But they're going to be fuzzy, incomplete, or partially true, partially false. So you can ask things like, how can so-and-so be manipulated? What do the PCs know that the adversaries don't? Just add something specific to that. A new insider detail that you haven't come up with the case.
What's the master plan that I find on the hard drive?
Okay. So, question number 1.
Well, you made the roll, Neil, so I think you should get first dibs, buddy.
I'm still trying to put my questions to words, so if somebody else wants to go first.
I mean, you each have 1 plus 1 extra.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm looking for like something about what the master plan is on the hard drives, and that there's got to be something that has like information on what he's looking to do.
Okay. So, so are you talking about the mechanist, or are we talking about the real plot? Dun dun.
Well, yeah, his plot and who he's potentially working with, or something.
So with the mechanist, his master plan was he was creating an army of minions, and you do know that he was going to go after the metalworks company for them not basically taking care of him when he got injured on the job, because he was building new upgrades to their facility at the metal plant. So you know his plan is to make an army, then go after the Mr. Monies of the money plant. But then he got sidetracked by something about his therapist.
Weird.
Any additional details on the doctor, where he's at, that he's been working with?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
In there,
Is that
in the
a
plan
second
or something?
question? Is no, actually, no, it's not. His master plan is to basically find his old boss and extort money out of him and kill him.
All right, we'll wait and see what anybody else has, but that's a question of potential out there.
So you know, for his future, there's the comic book cell of the Mechanist flying off now with lighter wings instead of rocket boosters, saying, "I shall return. The Mechanist will return." ...
In season 2.
Is there any information on what the mechanist built for his therapist?
Ooh,
good question.
So when you research into that, because you definitely are getting the feeling from your research that the Mechanist is just another one of the victims, you know, sort of like your other friends, you know, that they had a problem, they went to the therapist. This is how he's working through his shit in a not healthy way. But he built for them a sound system. Basically, it makes a specific frequency that is made to shatter glass. And when you got his notes and you're looking at that, there is a sample of the glass he was given came from... I'm looking at some stuff here real quick. The device basically looks man-portable. It's too big to carry, but basically it looks like a giant centrifuge put on its side with a speaker box. I mean, this thing would take 2 people to hold it. It could easily fit in the back of a truck, and it generates a sound. And he refers to it as a sound bomb.
Oh, it would make a quite cool car boombox.
Yeah, it basically looks like a fancy dancy boombox, but it generates a specific wave of sound frequency that basically you see his notes, or like if you activate the device, definitely wear sound protection because it would deafen someone that's within, if it's aimed at someone, it would make them deaf. Dogs would get angry and agitated. It would possibly affect people. But the biggest one is that it would shatter glass made to shatter at a certain frequency.
You were about to say something about the glass sample, but it kind of got cut off.
Earlier that's because I got distracted. That the glass sample was provided by a glass company in town.
Oh, okay.
And the frequency was made to definitely shatter that specific industrial style glass.
Must be making what they're putting in the pills.
Yeah, but why?
Got to be something about that glass.
Is there any way to track down?
It's totally got the shipping address of where it was sent from.
Is there any way to tell, based upon the type of glass, who the manufacturer is?
No, you actually have where the glass was made and came from. It got delivered directly from the manufacturer. You've got their company logo and their shipping address.
Wow. Okay.
It's from Aurora Glassworks.
Like it.
Looks like one more pleasure trip to visit them.
Okay. How are we on the question front?
And
2, right?
I think that we've asked 2 of 5.
Yeah, you've asked 2 so far.
Yep.
And when you get that name, you have like a twinkle in the back of your brain, Rico, by the way. That name sounds familiar to you. So if you don't ask a question about it and you want to do another investigation, you get a +1 on that because you remember seeing something about that.
Aurora Glassworks. Checking my notes.
Way back in the day, you failed the investigation roll for that. So you kind of glazed over the detail. But hearing it a second time, you're kind of, you're like, I remember that name somewhere.
Okay.
But at the time, it seemed unimportant, so you glazed over the investigation roll on that. Or that's what the dice say.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got something here. Oh, somebody is a majority shareholder. Crystal Knight remains the majority shareholder of Aurora Glassworks.
Oh, there you go.
It's in my notes. Boom!
And that sweet, sweet jazz music, broke someone's glass, and King remembered that, oh yeah, her family owned a glass company.
That's right. Right, okay. Financial papers show she received her shares as payment for services rendered to Corbin Payne. Right.
Payne, that
Wow,
name
look
Payne
at that.
again.
Sorry to beat you to it, Rita.
Don't. I'm not.
You were beautifully, divinely inspired, is what I'm hearing.
Yep.
Good.
Control F. Love it.
So you said 3 questions.
What else is on people's minds? I'm just trying to think about.
I don't want this question count investigation check, but I just want this. I just want a temperature check here.
Okay,
Good.
it will not be
Good
edited.
Dr. Knight is our designated enemy for the most of the story, and now that we found someone that is actually going really.
You kind of broke up there.
Yeah, you keep breaking up, buddy.
Your question was so ominous.
Okay.
The internet edited you.
Okay. My question here is, Dr. Knight is our nemesis.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now we found somebody who has a plan of action to strike at Dr. Knight. Do we really want to stop him?
Well, in regard to the mechanist, it's not that he's striking at her. He basically got distracted making the device to keep getting his pills to continue his master plan.
True. But
I like how you're thinking about the ally there.
I'm just wondering, he's created this device which is capable to shatter a specific kind of glass. The glass sample that he used came from the Aurora Glass Company, where Dr. Knight is a majority stakeholder.
Right.
If whatever plan follows through, that would be a major financial hit to Aurora Glass, and Dr. Knight would be affected as a consequence. Is this a good thing for us?
But he made stuff for the company, right?
He made it as a form of payment for his doctor.
Right.
Yeah, but it's a sound bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sound bomb that is using glass from the Aurora Glass Company. So I'm assuming that the target would be the Aurora Glass Company, considering that the glass itself is unique.
So using the glass for whatever this drug is and using the machine to shatter it to such fine level, so they're in cahoots.
Yeah, I think there's a section of this we're missing, like a link somewhere, and it's tough to know what the motivations are of some of the big players because we haven't really spoken to them, have we?
Yeah, you've avoided them like the plague. I like it. Nobody's gone up to them and said, "Tell me the truth," and they say, "You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Take some pills, you'll be fine in the morning."
Right. So I'm guessing he built the machine for the guy who's getting the glass from her company that's generating these drugs, that they got some other master plan that they're using the drugs to control people or do stuff with.
Yeah, maybe.
That they're attacking the glass place, or, you know.
Yeah, but we still have no firm understanding as to why Dr. Knight is doing anything that she's doing right now. She's testing special people like ourselves, but to what end?
And we got this drug to control people, so, or allow influence. Maybe somebody could try some, see what happens.
So, do we go to the glass company and try to stop the bomb?
Or we go to yes, and yes, we could go to the glass company and find out what the hell's going on. Maybe we're missing an angle of it. Yeah. Have any of us actually met Crystal Knight yet?
Nope.
Didn't you meet her, Rico?
You saw her at the
opera.
I wouldn't call it a meeting.
No.
I broke into her booth and stole and stole her research. The chief of police happened to be there at the well.
Oh yeah, there is that. Yeah, good
So
point.
do we have a address for the therapist? And that might be a question for the what was his name, Archibald or whatever.
No, he's new.
Right. So we might find stuff in our research for him and go try to talk to him. Because obviously he's some kind of key point. He's the one that got that machine.
That is true.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
And there is always Corbin Payne. You do have that name listed.
yeah, but he's like a, he's a big
Industrial businessman.
industrial businessman. Yeah, I mean he's
big fish.
He is, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean he's probably up the chain somewhere, but until I think we'd be really going in blind if we went to see him, and just said, God, it's hard to know what the.
Go talk to Archibald, dude. We find information. If our question is, we find information on him and his location.
Dr. Archibald Tennant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't even count that as one of your questions because you totally have the you had access to the prescription bottle, so you have his name and his MPI number, his doctor code, and his practice's address. You already have that.
Oh well.
Okay.
I'll give you that as a freebie. I mean, you can always ask a question about him, but. I just don't want you wasting a good question.
Sure.
Yeah. Is he part of Dr. Knight's network?
Oh, that's a good question.
Does the yarn connect?
He is definitely part of the Mend the Broken Society. Like one of the top 4 members of it.
And who are the other 4?
Crystal Knight would be the founder. And then the police psychologist and the doctor that our dear, dear mother in blues is saying. Because remember, you got the picture already.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be nice and not count that as a question.
Okay. Let's. We can't roll over these questions. So, if we have any other questions to ask, the next stage, which would be again.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know why, man.
Okay.
Just
I was just saying that we can't roll over these questions, correct?
No.
Okay.
At the end of the montage, you have to ask the question.
Ask the questions, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys know of any other questions that we can possibly ask? I'm kind of drawing a blank here.
I mean, from the mechanist view, yeah, what we might have, kind of limited, other than what we've gotten.
Well, actually, well, in that case, I know that you reckon he's in the industrial sector, but is there actually an address where his secondary lair might be? There you go.
Ooh,
that's a good question, I think, if we want to find him.
Sure.
You believe that there is a small auto manufacturing plant closed down by his boss? That sounds like his backup lair. That was his lair before he discovered the carnival.
Great. That's perfect. Thank you.
That's a good question.
There. Okay.
Does he? How about maybe schematics to his suit so we can more easily power that down on him?
Oh,
We have to
good fucking question, man. That is
That is a
proper.
good one.
That's proper Iron Man shit. That is well done.
be like, you want to talk shit here? Blink. Ha!
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Okay, so I will give you a 3 juice vulnerabilities against the mechanist status.
Good answer.
So in the future, you basically have, 3 juice you can cash in against any of his attacks, which is basically bonus for you guys to defend against.
Perfect. That's exactly.
You find the file
track, or
called
where's that track at?
Exoskeleton Vulnerabilities.
There we go. So where's that track? Do you track that, or?
I'll let one of you guys put it down on your character sheet, so I don't have to bother with that.
Okay. So it's 3.
Plus 3.
So
You might as well as you ask the question. Yeah.
So what's it called, basically?
The Mechanist Vulnerabilities.
Okay.
And then Strength of 3.
How do I wipe a tracking card? Do I just highlight it and delete it?
I believe if you basically have to keep it as a status 1, but just delete the name.
Yeah. So I took away the supernatural guide. Well, that's fine because that scene's over. Have I still got palpitating 2?
Until you mend it, yes.
Okay, no problem.
You got the heart murmurs. Just go to the doctor's office and get your EKG.
I think I got that from the blue goddess woman.
Yep, when you looked at her, she scared the absolute
scared the
like
crap
that,
out of me.
yeah.
Yep. I'm
You
still
looked
not
at
quite
a goddess
settled.
of anger, and it was a bad
Yeah.
day to look at her.
Yeah. Small.
One more thing.
Yep, one more question.
You Columbo. Just one more thing, man.
One more thing. Just when you thought the investigation was over, one more thing.
One more thing. One more thing.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to ask.
No.
No.
Oh, right.
Like,
okay.
somebody.
We determined some. Got plus 3. Right. Okay. So what kind of stuff do we want to know? What's the voids in our knowledge at the moment? It's about how it all fits together. Is that right? Am I getting that? So I'm not sure what we could ask from what we've determined from the mechanist that would help fill in those gaps. I don't know.
Right, because he doesn't seem to be in the full thick, so.
No.
Yeah, the mechanist is oblivious to whatever this conspiracy you guys are on. He was doing his own thing.
Yeah. But he's obviously caught up in it somehow, but as a pawn or a part of it, but just without agency, if you like. Come on.
Entire stuff together.
I'm just trying to think. Well, let's think of it like this. What, with the information we've got now, what do you think our next move will be? So, I'm asking the guys. So if the information we know. No, that wasn't my question. No, I mean we'll do what the hell we want. No, I mean what? So are we gonna? I don't know. Are we gonna go and find Crystal Knight? Are we gonna go and find Dr. Tennant? Are we gonna go to the Glassworks? Are we gonna do all of those things, but in a particular order? And if we are going to go and do those things, is there something we can ask now that would help us do those things?
Um, actually,
Go on.
is there any? What information can we pull up on Archibald Tennant? Like his degree, his background, how he got in touch with Dr. Knight.
From what you have, Maximilian's counselor, Dr. Archibald Tennant, is a traditional psychiatrist with a clinic in the Old Quarter, and he was actually the doctor who answered when the mechanist called the helpline. He answered personally, which is interesting that he actually mans the lines. One key thing you do get in the mechanist's notes, Maximilian noted that once a week, Dr. Archibald Tennant does host a supervisor meeting for the Mending the Broken, where the therapists share the progress of the organization. Takes
So
place
he's a
at
public.
in the Old Corner University. And you see, and of course, the mechanist notes that if he wants to hurt Mend the Broken, that would be, blowing that meeting up would be his way. Or
So
get
he's
bombed.
actually so he's actually the face of the organization?
Well, no, he basically personally answered the call when the mechanist called.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, you mentioned that he gives regular status reports to the public. So is he like in a
Well, no, it's
position
not
of?
to the public. It's a manager meeting for the Mend the Broken.
Oh, okay.
That he's mentioned it in Maxwell's presence. That he hosts the once a week meetings.
Do we have a schedule?
Yeah.
We will say yes, since you're cashing in a clue that's vague. It's either Tuesdays or Thursdays. He hadn't pegged it down to which day that starts with T.
Okay.
But that's something.
Sounds wicked.
Well,
That's something that tells you where the bigwigs of the organization will be. The Old Town University.
On which day is it today?
Today it is conveniently Monday or Tuesday.
I think when we confronted the mechanist, I think I did say this wasn't how I was planned on spending my Tuesday evening.
No.
Yeah. So
carnivals, definitely not.
I think I've just established that it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I mean, one thought would be to go there after, or outside of their meeting time, and we could try rigging up some bugs and bug the place.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, right in your wheelhouse as well.
Yeah, but we would need to have someone go out to the university and scope out the location.
Okay.
The university? You mean like a student who goes to the university and does stuff?
Boom.
Like me?
I know just the man.
So you just codified that you go to the Old Quarter University. Good to know.
Oh, well, maybe. But I mean, I
Because
could
you're
be
old
doing
money,
cross
right?
research. I could be doing cross research. Plus, yes, I know people in places, and family knows people in places. So, my name's good all over.
Ooh, I like that.
That sounds good.
That's one thing we could try doing.
Do we really want to send one person? Because if the attack is going to occur on a Tuesday or Thursday, the attack could take place while one of us are visiting the university.
Well, I mean, others could come. I mean, it doesn't, not like can't bring friends.
Campuses are usually fairly open places.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just hang around.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought the abandoned amusement park was creepy. Right.
As I can try meanwhile to find some acquaintances from my chemistry work, maybe someone to just chit chat with.
As everybody asks, so, Rupert, what have you been doing? He's like, well, have you watched Breaking Bad? That's my life.
Rupert, what have you been doing? Do you watch the news? You know that fire?
I guess they will tell me, ask me about, oh, how did you do that fire?
Yeah, maybe.
He's like, let me show with my mind.
Because every science lab has its own gossip line.
True. So are we out of questions?
That was question number 5.
Yeah. That's good then.
So the question is your guys' focus going to be on the Old Quarter University, setting up bugs? That is a great idea. The
It is a
glass factory or the asylum?
Or are we going to split the party? Oh,
Even better.
What is it with you and splitting the party, man?
Oh, you know.
I'm just trying to play into the horror trope, you know?
TPK, TPK, TPK.
Yeah, that's it. We should.
It might
totally.
be a TPK,
And maybe if we could
but
just
a forward
turn off all the
story.
lights as well. I don't know. What do you think is the best kind of avenue for success? What do you think?
I think you should split the party. I'm biased though. But what the rest of you say?
And following the GM's approach is never a good idea.
No, that's right. No, yeah. Yeah. Plot never survives contact with players. Yeah. Well, what do you think, Rupert and Rico?
How soon can we get the bugs set up? Or how soon can we get...
Yeah, Cole. I mean, I assume that's something you'd have to make.
Oh, I'm sure they got stuff at the university or something. My labs and stuff like that. I assume that wouldn't be too difficult to acquire.
Well, I mean, you're a gadget genius, aren't you? So
Yeah,
I imagine you.
because I got the right tool for the job.
He'll totally raid the AV Club's closet and set up an old World War II type microphone setup.
Yeah. I mean, they're a little bigger than your, bugs nowadays, but, they're bugs.
Okay.
Ignore that microphone hanging down off the ceiling. Continue with your meeting as planned.
I'm sure there's spots to place them.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the other thing is, if we go to the old quarter, we'd have to figure out where the bomb would be placed to have the greatest impact.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, now remember, the bomb was a figurative term. It's basically, think a giant boombox.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about his potential plans of putting something on the university? It doesn't look like he put much thought into that. It doesn't have like full manifesto or anything like that. It was just a passing fancy of an idea that he would put a bomb there at their meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, he never actually went under the university because they're not ADA compliant. Sure.
Yeah. So I think our big thing is we learn the main plot, which is bugging the place and figuring out what these 4 are doing, because that's the bigger part.
Oh.
Above and beyond the mechanist.
Yeah, but
it's totally a side plot.
Yeah. So we need to figure out what the hell they got going on. That's why the bugging the meeting, so we can foil their greater plan.
Yeah, he totally didn't have any good schematics or, bomb locations or anything set up with his plan. It was just passing fancy notes.
Yeah,
Because you will need to
I
find
get
out
that.
Oh.
where exactly the meetings are happening, which should not be hard. I mean, some suave guy could totally go into the reservation system ran by students and say, "When does Dr. So-and-so reserve a room for a meeting?"
Yeah.
That's just my thought.
Then yeah, let's go to the old quarter university for that because I'm pretty sure that we'll find out about the mechanics' vengeance plan against the industrialists later.
Dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
Well, we stop these guys. We might stop all of the little plots that are being hatched by them. You know, you got this guy. You got what's her nuts that was killing people through music, and so they seem to be driving all these people doing weird shit.
Yeah, because collectively, you guys, you're all getting the general idea that whatever this Mend the Broken Society is, they're
Mhm.
weaponizing rifts like you guys. They're finding
Right.
Yeah.
people who don't know they're a rift, and they're triggering them, and basically setting them off.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
So
they're
we just keep
definitely
chasing
not
the
good guys.
individual risks. Yeah, we keep
Right.
chasing the individual risks. We're never going to get to the meat of the
Yeah.
problem.
And
Sure.
you definitely have the idea that Crystal Knight is the top of this little pyramid scheme causing this. Because she's the
Yeah.
one that started the group. She's the one that got these different doctors together, which gives her good access to a nice cross section. And from what you're getting on the doctor notes, you pretty much think she's the shot caller.
Yeah, she's evil.
But you've tried to get to see her, haven't you, Rico?
Yeah.
Early on, you tried to get to see her, and it was proving difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah, she pretty
Well,
much.
I was referred.
Oh, go ahead.
I was referred to her lab partner.
Yeah, basically, she only sees referral only, and she lets her underlings take the take the busy work until they
Yeah.
send it up to her.
Yeah, I'm just afraid that by stealing her notes, I would draw undue and undesired.
I'm assuming attention was the word I didn't hear.
Yes.
Yep. So that's
It was-
where we bug them and hear their whole plot and plan, and hopefully in their meeting.
Ooh, a talking head episode where I have to, statically dump info on you. I don't know how I feel about
Yes.
that. You Mac
And
genius.
you'd have to do lots of different accents, so we knew who was talking.
Right.
We'll have to put accents to names on the list.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our best clue to figure out what they're doing, and then we come in and foil them. Jenkins.
Okay. Well, how about, as much as I genuinely don't like splitting the party, if it is just a question of you going to the place where the meeting's going to take place, seeing if you can bug it ahead of time,
Right.
and that might take some time, and then maybe a couple of other people go to the glass factory and see what's in that, see if there's anything, I don't know what there is to find out there, but
Hey, do we know where our Dr. Tennant's practice is located?
Yeah. Prescription bottle stuff.
Yep, you have his address.
Is that in the
let's
old
see.
quarter as well?
It is. He runs a psychiatrist clinic in the old quarter.
Well, see, that's not splitting completely. We'd be in the same general quarter.
The safe
Yeah,
side
sounds
of
good.
town, right?
Just
Yeah, we
a
do.
text away. Oh, wait, we don't have text in those days.
Damn
we
you,
got paid.
Yeah, we
Barties.
do. We have pagers.
Yeah.
If I send you a page of 411, it means call me at your earliest convenience. If I send you a 911, it means we need to get in together now.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you have to run to a phone booth, and there's a guy that won't get out of the phone booth.
Usually is.
God, phone boxes. Do you remember that? Bloody hell.
Some of us have used them.
Yeah, obviously back in the day, but now, unless you're a drug dealer, that's about it. Anyway, so what are we actually going to do? Are we going to? Right, we've got to. I think you're right. We've got to go and bug this office. And what was the other thing you wanted to do? See if we can check out his office. Are we going to try and get to see him or not?
That's a good question.
Not sure what value there is in that, really.
Play to find out.
I would assume wait until we hear them talk, then try to see them.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's my opinion, but
No. I think
Not a
you're
bad
right.
idea.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Until we've actually got something to quiz him about, or confront him about, or blackmail him with, or something like that. There's.
I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
recording will be a big jump on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the big hinge pin right now.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go and see if we can make that happen then. So if we go and go to the place where this meeting is likely to happen, and see if we can, help you, Cole, kind of bug it in some way, because it sounds like
we can just go there and book the room for an hour and then do our thing.
Okay. Someone's at the front door. I'll be right back.
Okay. So as that is your plan, and it's almost time, we'll probably
it is almost
say
time. Yeah,
that's a good time to wrap up
I concur.
and do the still have time to do the geeking out credits.
Geeking out. Geeky. I want to know who was at Neil's front door.
That's a valid thing too.
Roll to investigate.
Ah! Damn it! I rolled a 3. It was a squirrel.
That was funny.
You were tricked by the squirrel of deceit. Unfortunately, the
That's
squirrel actually is the rift of Rakatask, who is the squirrel in the world tree. And
Wow.
also sometimes DoorDashes.
DoorDash. Here we go. Geek out during credits.
Yeah.
At the end of the session, when the credits roll, go around the table. Each player can answer one or more of the following questions.
Yeah. Just doing prep, equipment prep and stuff.
Sounds like you're gonna go for the making juice for next time.
Yeah.
Well, that is that different to geeking out. That's because they're kind of growth questions, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
They're geeking out, or is that different to the downtime?
It's slightly different to the downtime.
Downtime is an in-game term, but geeking out credits is end of the session.
Yeah. We're just waiting for Neil to come back, are we?
Yep. I mean, you can always start discussing ahead of time.
Okay. Well,
don't give descriptions when you have her. That's kind of a bummer. But
so at the end of the session, when the credits roll, each player can answer one or more of the following questions. Yeah, there you go. How has the crew grown?
For some reason my sheets Or blank. I don't know what's wrong.
What, your character sheet?
No, when I pull like the thing, when I just clicked on geeking out, that just comes up as a blank piece of paper. Same thing with the rolls now. For some reason I'm missing all the extra text.
Oh,
Is it worth logging out of Roll20 and just logging back in again?
Well, I've done that multiple times. And
Oh, have you?
last time we played, it was doing this too. So I don't know what's.
Oh. Well, when you've clicked it, I can see it. I can see Geek Out during the credits on, where presumably
And
you
it
would.
says what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's all blank on my side, so I wonder
Yeah,
what.
that's shit, man.
here, I'll paste it in the general chat as the
There you go. Well done.
questions. Because yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it too.
I don't know. Can you see that, David?
What's that?
Can you see the thing that Jim's posted?
No, I see that. It's just the little piece of papers
Yeah.
that come up showing the dice results. Like
Yeah.
the prior roll the prior Aaron roll. That's all I get is great success and the 12 and a 1, and then everything else on the page is blank. No,
Oh, that's shit, man.
Oh, so it's not giving
yeah,
you the.
been
the
doing that
player
for a
tips.
while now.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know if something's missing in my browser or something. I don't know.
Are you in Chrome or Windows?
I
Or
am
I
in.
dread to say Edge. You're not using Edge.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's Edge. No, I'm in Chrome.
Yeah, I'm in Chrome and it's popping up for me. I may
Yeah,
have
Chrome's
to reload the lobby script. Maybe that's a thing. I mean, it's not like the Star Wars one where the dice stop rolling when the script fails, but I'll
All right.
reload the script for next time just in case.
Okay.
Okay,
Very
so
sorry.
what does it
Anyways,
say? How has the crew grown this session? Recover a burnt crew tag or mark attention on a crew theme. Have we got any burnt crew tags?
Rico's got a burn tag, I know.
Has he?
Yeah.
Because does that burn it for all of us?
Only if it's the team tag. I don't think his was the team tag. Let me pop into his character sheet.
No, but that's the. Yeah, well, that's what the first question is. How has the crew grown? Recover a burnt crew power tag. So if we don't have
Yeah, so you're all good on that regard.
we're all cool with that.
Yeah, we all definitely grew and came closer together, realizing that creepy ass carnivals are creepy.
Yep.
We all agreed unanimously on that.
To be fair, I did survive the stair thing because I tagged all that stuff in the crew, and you all kind of grabbed onto me.
You
So
as a group all slid down like you were in a 1950s movie where the guys are tap dancing and then they slide
exactly.
as
Exactly.
Yes, we were most probably holding hands.
Love it. Love it.
That's my
easy
thought,
with
but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
easy
back.
with that.
And then the funny question is who's holding the extra hands? That's where you get the moment.
Well, it is a creepy kind of funfair. It's probably like one of those animatronic hands. So what does that mean then? So if we don't recover a burnt tag, so it says or mark attention.
Yeah, so you could totally click basically as you build teamwork, mark attention for the team to level up again.
Okay. Well, that would take it to 2 attention on my
That would
tag.
take it to
Is that?
2. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. So everybody's got to do that because it doesn't do it across all characters.
You have to make sure you click it yourself, and I'll click it for Rico since he's still not back. I kind of worry.
Yeah. I think he's been abducted by the squirrel.
I wonder if he not answered the door and there's a big guy that said, "Are you Sarah Connor?" and he delivered flowers.
He goes, "No, I'm Neil." Oh, I don't care. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We were worried that you were
Wow.
abducted by like a Terminator squirrel or something.
Hey,
Close.
you're alive.
UPS driver.
Oh yeah.
They rang the doorbell? What?
Yeah, they rang the doorbell.
Yeah, down here they just drop it and run. Bastards.
Typically they do, but this one happened to follow instructions.
Ooh.
What did you get?
Oh, I bought into a Kickstarter product called Distilled.
Ooh.
It's a board game about distilling spirits and selling them.
Oh, wow. Wicked. What's it called? The
Yeah.
Still.
Distilled.
Followed by
Distilled.
its expansion pack, Bootleg.
Very close.
Bootleg colon welcome to Tennessee. Yeah.
With real samples?
No.
Go to the game store and bring some bottles.
Distilled board game.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That looks sweet.
I mean, I got a gallon of mead that's almost ready.
Nice.
Was supposed to go to
Oh, yeah.
Wawa Westcon, but did not make it.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, yeah. That looks lovely, actually, Neil. Yeah, I have to say. It's got a nice aesthetic to it. Yeah. Oh,
So,
good for you, man.
Yeah.
so
Thanks.
Anyway.
any of you have? So we all tagged attention. Neil, I already clicked it on Rico's character sheet for you.
Mhm.
That you guys grew as a team with your teamwork, and you agreed that creepy carnivals are creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Which
So,
character has the
does
most
anybody have a
meaningful
question they
interaction?
want to go for that?
Yes, I have the question: which character had the most meaningful interaction with my character? I think I was interacting with Rico quite
Yeah,
productively.
I think you guys did some real good power combo stuff there. Really good. Really good.
If it
Definitely.
wasn't Rico, it was Macanus.
Right.
So you can
I think
totally
that,
add a help point on your character sheet, so you can cash that in next time.
cool.
Okay.
And let's see.
Yeah.
Since we're on the subject, I think it was Cole that asked the defining question of, are there any weaknesses in mechanics?
Yeah.
I would
Oh.
definitely give a point there, since we're going. It sounds like we're going to run into the mechanist again, and having that knowledge may be key to defeating him.
Well, I have the juice in that, knowing his suit stuff. Remember?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but still, meaningful action during the game, I would consider that a
So Rico's going to get a point for Cole.
I guess.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
Right. Which of your themes is under the most strain? No, how do you tell whether something's under strain? Is it crack?
That would be if you've had the 3 cracks.
Oh, I see. None of them particularly.
Though I do show that Cole has 3 attentions clicked.
Oh, have
Huh?
you? What
Yeah.
have you
For
got
what
that
now?
on?
Yeah, look at your gadget for every situation. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 attentions clicked on it.
I do.
You do. Yes, I'm totally peeking over your shoulder.
Yeah. So I could,
Looks like Rupert, you've got do not assume anything's got 3 attentions too.
Oh,
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that means it's ready to level up basically.
which one? Sorry, I don't have it in my notes.
It's your do not assume anything training.
Yeah. Okay.
so I could spend time and advance that.
You could flip the card and level up, and tell us how you do that montage style.
I don't know, because I'd have to research what would be
Well, you're
accurate.
gonna do, yeah.
I have a completely blank mind in this regard. I don't remember the rules well enough.
Okay, you guys
What
can
should I do?
do them off camera. That's cool. I'll send you the picture to remind you for that, just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's best to have in your mind what's going to be added to it. I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hadn't got that far, so I can do that as part of our opening.
And I'll
Is it
link you
gain
guys if you need the reminders.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
the
good.
one that because the one I
cool.
have that has the attention is my purple card, my whatchamacallit.
Your mythos.
Mythos.
Yes, my mythos. So I'll be increasing my mythos. Ha ha ha.
He's getting mythosy. See, with
Okay.
Rupert, it's his training. Okay, so
Yeah. Okay.
anybody have any others they want to answer? Because I don't think everybody's had a chance yet. Before we wrap it up.
No, I think I'm good actually. I'm not under any particular strain. I want to. I don't know. Go on.
I would like to do a montage cover.
You're breaking up really bad, by the way.
Sorry, Neil. Yeah.
I am.
We got montage and cover, and that was the only 2 words that came through.
And squirrel and No, I'm just kidding.
Hold on. Let me try to fix my audio.
And we got no, not the acorns. The acorns.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good there.
Okay. I was just saying that I would like to do a montage to recover my burned tag.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And what do you do to get that burn tag back? Do you call the mend the broken hotline and get some hotline help?
No. Actually, since I'm trying to recover the Know Every Street power tag, it's about I spend some downtime doing Uber.
Ooh, okay.
That's wicked, man.
So you go to the cab shop. It's totally the taxi shop from Taxi, the TV show. It's as you get the cab and you do your cabbie bit.
Yeah. Kind of reacquaint myself with the city.
Downtime in the city. Driving everywhere to and fro. As basically, you spend the downtime getting all reaccustomed to the ebb and flow of the city.
Yep. I'm thinking that's a good idea.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I want to spend some time trying to get rid of my palpitating tooth. And I think I want to do that by facing my fears and watching a bunch of horror movies about creepy abandoned theme parks.
Killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah. Friday the 13th, that kind of whatever,
Okay, and go ahead and reduce it by 1 step.
Cool. Fine. That's good. Try and face my fear. Yeah, that's good. Ridiculous.
And that's where the camera pans out, where we've got King in his office watching horror movies, playing a few tunes on his horn. The camera pans out the window and gets an overview of the city of mist.
Excellent.
Dun,
Nice.
dun.
Excellent. Well, let's go and do some investigating next time.
There's going to be some
Oh, really?
illegal surveillance in the best ways.
Should be some very interesting learnings next time.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, I guess my question here is, when is next time?
Ooh.
So when is good for you guys?
When is next time? Let's just have a look.
So let
Let's
me
see.
check April, because apparently something's happening in April.
Where are we now? 25th.
So no next week.
No.
No, the 1st.
No, I've got.
But I'm free the 15th, 22nd, and 29th for sure.
Yeah, I've got a very full April.
Yeah, I think that every Saturday in April's free for me.
Wow.
And what's the other Saturdays days, Jim?
What's that?
The other Saturday day, other game Saturday.
That one's going to be next week. The Iron Kingdoms one.
Okay. All right.
The
See how he
29th.
cheats. He's like, when are we gaming next on that game? That would be the next
Well, no,
one
I
that's
was
not
just.
free.
Are you seeing other role-playing games behind our backs? I can't
There are
believe it.
so many role-playing games. I'm a poly gamer.
Wow. The 29th of April is my next free weekend. I've got
Oh,
tons
wow.
of stuff in. Yeah. Bit of holiday, bit of tabletop, bit of live role playing, and
That's awesome.
then we're back in the room. Yeah, my season starts up. That'll be my first big game, Empire. Yeah,
Nice.
that 22nd. Yeah, it'll be good actually. Yeah, looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to June because apparently our gaming con is happening like 4 months early. So we got
Oh
a
right.
con
How
happening.
come it's early?
Apparently venue conflicts. They basically are looking for a new home, and the venue they picked is free during that week. So instead of waiting until September, we're gaming in June.
Oh, cool. As long as it's not like, is that local to you?
Yep. It's in town. It's one of our local Tucson cons.
Right. Well, it's going to be
3
like
days of non-stop gaming.
over 100 degrees, I imagine.
But it's at the casino this year, so it's beautifully air conditioned.
Oh, well done. Well done. Good for you, man. So yeah, I mean, 29th is my next one. So I don't know how that fits in with everyone else.
Should work for me.
Which
Shall we
one?
pencil the 29th of April?
Oh, I have one problem. I'm thinking of enrolling into a musical instrument builders affair on 29th of April
Oh, okay.
in Poland. So I would not be at the
Okay.
computer.
There are potentially some other weekends.
Yeah, I'm good for any weekend. Just give me a heads up and let me know when.
Okay, we can hash it out in the group chat.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it sounds like we need to consult our calendars and significant others before we can make a firm decision here.
Shh,
Yep.
Yeah,
don't let them know
Sure.
they have that kind of power.
I don't have a significant other, so I can say that openly.
Right?
Well, my wife has a similar viewpoint sometimes.
I understand.
About me, I mean.
Mhm.
And about your musical instruments.
Hey, building a
Yeah,
musical
the musical
instrument would be
instrument
awesome.
thing sounds great.
Yeah, no, that sounds wicked.
We're like, dude, we want pictures.
Right?
Yeah. Is it far to go? Is it far to go into Poland for you then?
It's quite some distance.
Is it? Right.
Just, be safe and have a good trip, and hopefully we'll be gaming before then.
Let's
Yeah.
flash it out on the group chat. And right, well done, everyone. Good investigating.
All right, good job,
Awesome
guys.
job.
Look at you being all nice and talky instead of beating people up. My God.
Yeah, I was ready to jump in with my sword on him, but
Yeah,
you know,
you totally need to
the
de-escalate that.
King
Yeah, we're gonna be
jumped in
wrong.
first. I was gonna start hacking off flamethrower limbs and shit.
Oh, man, that would have been wicked. Oh, I'm kicking myself that I stopped you now.
I mean,
Okay.
that was my initial thought, but
Yeah, funny that. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Well done, everyone. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.
Later, guys.
Yep.
Later.
Later.
Belated happy birthday, Jim.
Oh, thank you.